The way the show started off was with Eric Bischoff, Hulk Hogan, Mr. Kennedy, Sting, and yada yada yada. This really didn't accomplish anything. And this has been bothering me for weeks and for months since TNA started doing this. The fake crowd sounds. Like, what do you accomplish by having it? Like, seriously, I mean, Eric Bischoff says 90% of the fans love what 10% hate. Like, really, what's the 90% if you have to add in fake crowd reactions to make it sound like people care more than they really do? Like, if the crowd really cares that much, then why do you need to add fake crowd reactions? TNA, do you not realize this? Do you not realize that a crowd does not boo throughout an entire promo? That the only person that gets that kind of reaction is Vicky Guerrero. That's the only person who can get booed throughout the entire promo that they're doing. What happens is the crowd shuts up, listens to what the bad guy has to say, and then only gets involved when they need to. So bad guy gets on the mic, the crowd shuts up, listens to what the bad guy has to say, bad guy starts talking. So yeah, I was walking down the street the other day, and anyway, fuck Orlando, Florida, and then crowd, boo! You just trashed the city in which we live in, boo! That is what a real crowd reaction is. The crowd does not boo throughout an entire promo. Opening match, Winter and Angelina Love taking on Mickie James and Victoria. Now, during Victoria's entrance, I don't know if it's just the way I'm thinking, but it looks like that cameraman really is trying to zoom in way too close. Now, the match itself, oh, pretty good, pretty good. Mickie James definitely pulled out some pretty good moves. That net breaker drop kick combination, and Winter did alright in there. Angelina doing her normal stuff. It's kind of getting confusing a little bit. Like, she gets knocked down, and she's not supposed to feel pain, but yet she stays down, which I can understand. You gotta make your opponent look good. Let them get in some moves. So, yeah, why not just stay on the floor, let your opponent do a few moves. So, not gonna complain about that. Angelina doesn't really look creepy, though. She looks like, she just looks serious. And the way she moves, too, she moves weird. Like, one second she's slow and methodical, then the next she's just moving like normal, and it's just starting to get really confused about the character Angelina's trying to play. Now, during this match, I was thinking, hey, whatever happened to that Madison Rayne and Victoria rivalry that was going on? I was like, whatever happened to that? And got my answer. Madison Rayne interferes, cost Victoria the match, and there we go. Angelina pinned Mickie James, getting momentum heading into Slammiversary. And then it was Mexican America taking on James Storm and Alex Shelley with Fuckless Williams on commentary. And I thought it was William Regal at first. Like, they didn't even do the split screen for the commentary. Come on, TNA. What happened? Do the split screen for the commentary. Come on, we love to see that. Now, throughout this entire match, the only thing I could focus on was Fuckless Williams' commentary. I mean, it was really hilarious. Taz and Mike Tengay were actually talking about how Fuckless Williams and his partner haven't done anything. They haven't even won a match since returning as the British Invasion, and yet they get a tag team championship shot. Okay, good bringing that up. That's all I could really focus on was the commentary. Fuckless Williams was hilarious on commentary. I want to hear him more on commentary. He is gold. Mexican America ends up getting the pinfall after Chris Sabin kicks his partner in the head. And at this point I'm thinking, what? Okay, why doesn't Mexican America get the title shot then? Thankfully, TNA does that, and they have a backstage segment dedicated to that. And basically, no, that's not going to happen. I hope this leads something. I hope Mexican America takes over TNA. That would be awesome if that happened. If they took over, they freaking beat the hell out of Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan. They took over TNA management. I would love to see that. That would be an awesome thing to happen. Then we got the promo between Jeff Jarrett and Kurt Angle, and I don't pay attention to these. This is the time that I usually like to spend observing the crowd. You know, trying to find some hot chicks in the crowd. And I just noticed this. Where's the freaking redhead? Where's that hot redheaded chick that's always in the same seat in the front row? Where the hell is she? Damn it, Bubba Ray, you see what you do? You see what you did last week? You scared her off. She's probably never going to come to TNA again, and it's all your fault, Bubba Ray. Damn it, I love that girl. Unless that was her, the blonde one. Unless she dyed her hair blonde. Didn't look like her, though. But, yeah, there was some decent-looking chicks in the crowd, you know. And I noticed the crowd was, like, completely bored during this segment. A lot of people, their hands on their head, just, get this over with. Then Bully Ray decides to pick on Christy Hemme and mention a Playboy cover from 6 years ago. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, I bet he cannot get over that. I bet he watches that magazine every single day. Oh, which reminds me that I gotta look that up. I haven't seen that in a while. Abyss renames the title the Extreme Championship. I can dig that. Make it like the Hardcore Championship. 24/7 rules. That would really make it a lot more interesting. Then the X Division really would be no limits. And, TNA, do you realize you cannot afford another lawsuit? You really can't. So, what was your point in having ODB come out to R-Truth's theme song? The match itself wasn't really a good wrestling match, but it was a decent brawl. You know, they pulled out some fun stuff in there, and ODB told Velvet to eat a wiener, which was hilarious. So I wonder where this is going to go from here if it doesn't continue. Oh, and by the way, Velvet Sky has a new t-shirt that says, "Letting the Pigeons Loose since 2007. How long has it been since a pigeon has been let loose? You've kept those pigeons in those cages for so long that they're probably starving to death right now. Seriously, at least just let one of them loose. Like, I know you've been going more serious now and trying to be more serious about your character, but come on. Come on, just let one pigeon loose. Don't let them suffer. Don't let us suffer. Let a pigeon loose every now and then." Last week, everyone was raging about Eric Young pinning the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, saying that there is no way that Mr. Kennedy can legitimately beat Sting now. And TNA is going to have to do something extreme to be able to cover up for that big mistake. Congratulations. You got it. The World Heavyweight Champion, Sting, was pinned cleanly, without any controversy at all, in the middle of the ring. No low blows, no cheap shots, no interferences. Cleanly in the middle of the ring by Gunner, the security guard. So there you have it. Your #1 contender and your World Heavyweight Champion have both lost to two contenders for the television championship. This is like the equivalent of Santino Marella beating Randy Orton and John Cena getting pinned by Mason Ryan. That's TNA. Now time for the Slammiversary 2011 predictions. Scott Steiner versus Matt Morgan. My prediction for this match, I think Matt Morgan needs it the most. Yeah, I think Matt Morgan needs it the most, and Slammiversary is one of those rivalry-ending pay-per-views, or at least it should be, so Matt Morgan for the win. Samoa Joe versus Crimson. I think they're going to keep Crimson's undefeated streak. So, I'm going to have to go ahead and say Crimson is going to take this victory. Angelina Love versus Mickie James for the Divas Championship. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave it to Angelina Love, but I'm going to go with Mickie James for this one. British Invasion versus the Motor City Machine Guns. I think they're probably going to give it to the British Invasion in this one. I can kind of see that happening. Oh, what the hell, I'll go for the British Invasion. Bully Ray versus AJ Styles, last man standing match. I'm going to go with AJ Styles for this one. Kurt Angle versus Jeff Jarrett. I'm going to go with Kurt Angle. Kennedy taking on Sting for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm going to say they're going to keep it on Sting after this. But then it would be Sting versus Kurt Angle for the championship at the next pay-per-view. Yeah, I'm just going to go with Sting for this one. So yeah, that was my TNA review for this week and my Slammiversary predictions. Anyway, this has been MTO. It's the MTO More Reviews saying yada yada yada, blah blah blah, the end.